Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams come off tough losses a week ago and want to turn things back around today. It's the Texans going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. Watson on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jordan Phillips coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Here's Watson now on second down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he coughed it up. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On fourth down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. And taken right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Newton to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gray. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now Newton on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dan Williams breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Newton now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third and long. It's Newton. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Now the former 1,000-yard man for the Dolphins, Lamar Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down following the run.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. A gain of 32 that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A first down carry now for Miller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On second down, here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Gavin Escobar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Unable to connect on a first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again. Newton. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, Newton. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. This is Ajayi. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. A shotgun snap for Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Andre Howell.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And now out comes Houston. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Lawrence Timmons. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. To throw on second is Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Third and long. It's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On first down, it's Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To the air yet again, Watson. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now a first down throw, Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alonso. And his guys have gouged half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Newton looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start out on the ground with a J. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on second down is Newton. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now they go screen. It's complete. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time, and he's gonna be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Charles Harris, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Landry. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. And some room to maneuver. Muscling free near the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From the red zone now, Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 6-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bullock will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Gets it to Strong. Now a stoppage here for an injury. And, oh, boy, that looks to be the quarterback, Watson. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Second down now after the pass completion. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just
try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw now on first down. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Now let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Mario Williams coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob